Hello and welcome back to the State of the Game podcast. I'm your host GT. It is August 11th, 2025, and we're bringing you a deep dive into the first weekend of the NFL preseason action. We're finally talking football, y'all. We're covering all the standout games, rising rookies, surprise moments, and a full look at the Ravens' performance. My Ravens, we're back in the game. Let's get into it. So please keep in mind to keep it copacetic in the comments as you listen to the commentary. And as always, like, share, and subscribe. To God be the glory at all times. All right, y'all, let's get it. All right, so first and foremost, we're going to talk about the rookie as well as debut highlights, okay? Preseason week one delivered a wave of impressive debuts. Shadur Sanders dazzled the Browns in a dominant 30-10 win over the Panthers, passing for 138 yards and 2 TDs, plus sparking a viral Nike ad that read, "You ready for this?" I don't think the world is really. He showed up and showed out, man. With all the talk, all the drama surrounding him, he showed up and he showed out, man. Good on him. For temporarily, you know what I'm saying? Because the Browns are my division rival. So, we got to lock in once we get to Cleveland. Jackson Dart stepped in for the Giants and went 12 of 19 for 159 yards and 1 touchdown. A 29-yard pass to Lil Jordan Humphrey. Even sharing a heartfelt post-game hug with his mom, closing his debut with praise for his poise. Okay. Over on defense, rookie Abdul Carter recorded 3 pressures in just 6 snaps for the Giants, asserting himself in the pass rush race. He's seemed to be moving up the depth chart, so that's good on him. Let's talk about the Jaguars for a second. And their historic long bomb. In Jacksonville, kicker Cam Little launched what is believed to be the first ever 70-yard field goal in NFL history during preseason, nonetheless. Though it won't count toward league records, it became an instant highlight across social media. The Jaguars eventually fell 31-25 to the Steelers, but the kick is a moment that will be remembered. And I will say this, I look at it with a bittersweet look because, of course, you guys know that the Ravens had to get rid of Justin Tucker, who is the current record holder for distance and field goals. So I kind of look at it in a bittersweet manner. Yes, he has his off the field drama going on, and we all know full well about that. But it seems as if the changing of the guard, just this preseason, there's somebody new that shows up, regardless of the team. They show up and they pretty much up the ante, so to speak, when it comes to records. But let's talk about the Ravens right quick. Let's talk about my squad right quick. The Baltimore Ravens opened their preseason with a 24-16 victory over the Colts. Key moments included LaJohntay Wester electrified the crowd with a 87-yard punt return touchdown. I watched it live, and I tell you what, they say 4.4 speed, but it looked like more than that, or less than that, if we're talking about 40 time. Keaton Mitchell added a 22-yard rushing score. Seems as if he's finally, really bounced back from that injury a couple of years ago. Rookie Tyler Luke nailed a 52-yard field goal in his first professional appearance. He's looking strong as well. I've been hearing reports about him in preseason. Colts QB Anthony Richardson exited early with a dislocated pinky finger, thrusting Cooper Rush and Devin Leary into action. Unfortunately, though, they combined for just 5 of 16 passing and threw 2 interceptions, raising concerns about the depth chart behind Lamar Jackson. Okay, the youth also stood out. Malachi Starks made solid stops on defense. Edge rusher Mike Green showed pre-draft potential, and defensive tackle Aeneas Peebles, brought energy with third down swats. Okay, cornerback Bilal Cone impressed but suffered a season-ending injury to his knee, and immediately the second I saw the play in real time, I saw the way his leg was bent. I already knew what time it was with him, and best wishes to him moving forward, man. Shake back soon, bro. These reps painted a promising but fragile roster picture for the Ravens. Okay. Highlights of the Ravens scoring plays, Western return, and Luke's field goal are featured in the official video recap and the highlights package on Ravens.com. Okay. So let's look at the other standouts around the league. We had Eagles versus the Bengals. Backup quarterback Tanner McKee starred, completing 20 of 25 passes for 252 yards and 3 first-half touchdowns in a 34-27 win over Cincinnati. That boosted their confidence in Philly's quarterback depth. Okay. And we have the Bears versus the Dolphins. This is the first time we had a tie ball game in a long time, especially in preseason. The game ended in a 24-24 tie. Backup Quinn Ewers and Zach Wilson led 2 touchdown drives each for the Dolphins and the Bears, respectively. Okay. Saturday saw a whole slate of action. They had a few games on Saturday. The Vikings defeated the Texans 20-10. The Rams beat the Cowboys 31-21. The Jets rolled past the Packers 30-10. And the Broncos overpowered the 49ers 30-9. The Bucks shut out the Titans 29-7. And Travis Hunter created a buzz playing both offense and defense for the Jaguars, logging snaps at wide receiver as well as cornerback. So we already knew what time it was when Travis Hunter got drafted and came into the league. He's going to play both sides. That's easy. He has to, because he has to make that kind of an impact. And Patrick Mahomes made his first preseason appearance with 1 series and 1 play, a 1-yard touchdown. Okay, he looked sharp and efficient as usual. That's Patrick Mahomes. That's the, I guess you would say that's our kryptonite, but he always shines through, man. So let's look at the key takeaways and issues that may be moving forward. So the rookie impact. Players like Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart, Abdul Carter, Wester, and Luke are carving a space on their rosters early. Now let's look at special teams. Wester's punt return and Little's historic field goal underscore that preseason isn't just for backups. It's also for momentum. Okay? And I would say that the Ravens having that type of element in special teams is something that we haven't had for a long time, and that will be a key addition to the entire squad moving forward. Quarterback depth warning. Okay, Baltimore's lackluster backup quarterback play underlined a looming risk if Jackson were to miss playing time. Hey, sometimes it's good to pay the backup. Sometimes it's good to pay the backup, man. So, emerging backup playmakers. McKee, Hunter, and others proved that backups can change narratives in a flash. Okay? So let's look at next week's points, the watch points for next weekend. So can Cooper Rush and Devin Leary find confidence? With Cooper Rush, I wasn't necessarily a huge fan of him in Dallas, but with this offensive playbook that Todd Monken has together, he has a lot of weapons that he should be ready to use. Okay, will Dart or Sanders push for meaningful reps in week 2? Now, as far as Shedeur Sanders is concerned, he has to be consistent. He's already set the mark, but he has to show that he can be consistent in playing at that type of level to even be able to improve his value and his standing with the team moving forward. Okay? All right. So can Little's leg secure a kicker job or at least attention? I tell you what, 70 yards, if that's not attention, I don't know what is. And that's preseason. So who knows what he could be capable of in mid-season games or when the game is on the line or whatever the case may be. Could we see a 70-yard field goal in season? Can he break the record this year? I tend to think he could. As a matter of fact, I tend to think the way the kick looked, I tend to think he might actually be able to get 75 yards. Okay, but we'll take a look at it and we'll keep watching. We'll take a look at it. So, how will teams respond strategically after these preseason test runs? Okay, that's something to look at as well. It's week 2, as you guys all know. It's only 3 weeks in the preseason now, so a lot of cuts is happening. A lot of and especially going into this week, it's basically your proving ground. You either have to put up or shut up. It's put up or shut up time. Okay, so you have to be able to produce. If your number is called, you have to produce this week. Okay, this is your best bet towards getting and securing a job in the NFL moving forward. Okay, you have to put in work because come week 3, most of your reps tends to be given to your starters. Strictly for warming them up purposes as far as week 1 is concerned. So this game right here that we have coming up for week 2 of the preseason, this is basically your proving ground. You have to be able to produce to be able to secure a job with whatever squad that you are signed to. Okay. This week 1 was a wrap up of symbols, stories, and setups for battles ahead. Okay, thanks for tuning in to the State of the Game podcast. If you enjoyed this breakdown, like, share, and subscribe, and drop your must-watch game next weekend in the comments. All right, I'm GT. See you guys next time, man. We back to football, bro. It's a beautiful feeling. Thank y'all, and God bless. Peace out.